In a recent Boxing News 24 article, a press release states that Sebastian Fundura will be fighting in April, defending his WBC Interim Junior Middleweight title. Interesting. Let's talk about this. Boxing is one slippery slope of a sport. As I ventured into reading news and updates, I came across this article and thought I'd make a video about it because Sebastian Fundura, who's currently 20-0 and one draw with 13 KOs, is going to make a return to the ring possibly by the 8th of April. And he will be defending what is being defined as a WBC Interim Junior Middleweight title. The thing about this is Fundura is not a world champion. And we all know who the world champion is. How did we come about this interim status? The current champion, who's undisputed, is sitting out with an injury right now. But leave it to the WBC to once again rear their head and show us exactly what their intents are, even before anything transpires in the ring. Positioning certain fighters for title shots and opportunities at vacant titles or stripped titles seems to be their best made of order. And you have to be acutely observant to see exactly what they're doing. Sebastian Fundura is a contender who has been in several interesting fights, but has done nothing thus far to prove to us that he is title ready. Even his bout against Erickson Lubin, where he was put on the canvas himself, after stopping Lubin, he was given a loftier position in the sport. But there are chinks in the armor of the towering inferno, which they call him, because this man is 6'5.5" and fighting at the junior middleweight division. He has length, he has reach, but he doesn't box very well. But he can fight on the inside and in close. A sizable advantage for him because of his stature, but it doesn't equate in overall ability. As soon as Lubin was able to tag him, he put him in severe trouble. And I believe the same for any of the veteran fighters in the division. And that's where I kind of question what the WBC is doing here. Fundura, who happens to be 25 years of age, he wants to stay busy while he waits for an eventual title shot. And we see that two fighters, Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison are going to be fighting one another, while the champion, who was supposed to be taking on Zoo in January of this year and has been sidelined with an injury, has to recover. But neither Zoo or Harrison were awarded by the WBC the mantra of interim champion. So what makes Fundura so special? That needs to be answered by the WBC. It didn't happen in the ring, and there's nothing to convince me otherwise. But when you think about who he's going to face, his last fight against Carlos Ocampo saw him having some difficulties. It was a dull 12-round unanimous decision in October of 2022. He has yet to impress to the degree that people scream Fundura versus Jermell Charlo. Nothing. However, the freakish height and size and reach with he competing at this division is what seemingly is the interest here. But I don't give him very much credibility as far as being the fighter, because there is more to be proven. Erickson Lubin fought the wrong kind of fight against him. And as long as guys who do not have the mindset to face off against someone like he with the attributes he has, he's going to have certain advantages. You never give the opponent what they want. You make them conform to what your precedent is. But the WBC needs to explain themselves here. Can Sebastian Fundura become a world champion? Certainly if the titles are vacated or stripped away, but I don't believe he has what's in mind as far as a true champion who can go out there and achieve it. But who is the person that can show these things to him and prove that my words will ring true? None other than undisputed champion Jermell Charlo, who takes no prisoners. And we have seen this particular champion in the sport of boxing win fights every kind of way that you can, with every punch in the toolbox. Is Fundura ready for that? Since he's an interim title holder, maybe Mel will look at him quicker, but that doesn't mean that he's ready for it. But I can tell you this, Mel is ready for whatever come what may. This is Stormy B Man. Those are my thoughts on this. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. What do you think about the WBC and how they just go about giving people status without them having earned it, and then denying and ignoring others who are more deserving? Let's talk about it. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.